Well, no time like the present. Excuse me. I am on my way to Nashville to an awesome session, and I'm so excited. But I just wanted to tell a little story about how herpes saved me from being raped. And it's perfect timing because I just saw the news about Bill Cosby getting released. And I thought, wow, herpes saved me from getting raped. And I guess a jury wouldn't always. So I have this story. And the reason I'm going to tell this is honestly because of all the communication I've been getting privately. It's never in public. Well, not never, but which I totally respect and I honor, and I appreciate your trust in me to tell me your stories privately. I'm hearing so many that, you feel disgusting, and how many times have I heard, oh, you were drugged and raped and pictures were taken and or whatever. It's nonstop. It really is truly nonstop. And so many of us feel disgusting, and that's part of why you don't come forward, and you feel gross and horrible and unlovable and undeserving and disgusting and damaged goods and yada yada yada, insert word, right? So I don't know whether I got it from my brother or my dad. That's messed up. But I have the little cold sore, the little boy that starts with an H, the herpes. And, it didn't even show up for me until I was like 16. And then, once a year when you get freaked out, you get a cold sore on your lip. It's disgusting. It's awful. You think like, and you have to have that whole conversation with anybody new in your life. Giving it to one person, I'm sorry. When I was 19, because I didn't know the protocol of how to deal with that stupid thing. Married for 10 years, never gave it, sex once a week at least. I have an app. You should use it. This whole other thing. I have regular sex. There's a show I have about that. But my point is the disgusting factor, okay? You think that you're disgusting, unlovable, nobody's ever gonna talk to you, touch you, whatever. It's completely manageable. And, once a year, once a 2 years, whatever it is, right? Well, I had a very famous man up to my apartment in New York when I was 20. I was at 19, 20. And I was gonna be raped, like for real. And I have never told. And I actually called a good friend of his after I ended up getting this miraculous escape. And they were like, oh, so-and-so, Mr. Famous Person, would never have done that. I'm like, I just told you what happened, and you're telling me that it never would have happened? Really, for real? And so I have famous person in my apartment in New York. I was modeling way back in the day. Don't be so surprised. And I never thought twice about it. It's famous person, so you have them in your apartment, and other people were there, other people left. Then it was just me and him in my apartment with famous dude. And he proceeded to come on to me. And I was like, yeah, not interested. If you know me, I'm pretty honest. I've always been that way ever since I was a little teeny kid. I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And he was like, that's funny. There's no involved. And I had this moment of like, oh, shit. And then he started to approach me and had his hands on me. And I went through the process where you look around your house, you look at, okay, I could hit him with that lamp. I could do this. If I push him there, he might fall and break his face. When you're like, you're doing that quick calculation of, oh, fuck, like, how am I going to save myself from this? And of course, I was trying to talk myself out of it, like, hey, whoa, buddy. Like, and he's not happening. It was not happening. It was going to go down. And suddenly, I actually did say a little prayer. And I was like, please help me, please help me, please show me something. Like, show, like, I don't know. I had a doorman, but I mean, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to get over to press the button for your doorman, right? And I literally said this little prayer. And I kid you not, out of nowhere, like anybody who has this stupid little H beast, there's like a weird tickle, right? And suddenly I got a cold sore on my mouth so fast. It was like a alien beast. It happened, it was like this, and it, I mean, usually it takes like a couple days, and then it takes like a couple days to go away. But this literally came up like a crazy flower almost. And the guy, Mr. Famous Dude, was like, ugh. And I was like, what is happening? Like, and he left. And I am like, what the fuck? I've never experienced that ever in my life. And it happened. It made him leave. I looked in the mirror and was like, what in the heck? Like, first of all, where did that come from? Oh, thank you. And it's herpes saved me from being raped. And all the times I felt disgusting and just like awful, I'm actually grateful. And I thought about that just now for all the people that were fucking actually raped. When you see the fucking guy walk, man. So I share that because I'm like, you know what? We all have shit and we all are disgusting humans. and we all have our faults. But what I'm really sick of is people fucking lying. Just fucking lying. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be honest. And even more and more. I'm like, you know what? I say that for all the people that feel disgusting and like beat themselves up literally, because I know you too. I know you that are actually beating yourselves up and actually cutting and doing all that shit. And it's like, stop. Just stop. I'm on my way to work on a song. And this next song that I'm working on for Pricked Show is a call to action to make a commitment to stop all that noise. And yeah, so I saw the news. I was like, damn it. I don't think about him. And it wasn't the same famous person in my house, by the way. It was a different famous person. It wasn't Bill Cosby. But I would have invited Bill Cosby over to my house too. Like, I literally would have. I'm like, so I feel for the people who were violated, who just have no justice. So I'm telling you, like, sometimes, you know, you look back and you're like, wow, something that happened that you thought was disgusting, or maybe is disgusting, but it ended up in a weird way saving your ass. So I share that as my little, hey, keep your head up. Keep your head up. And yeah, I'm on the road to Nashville to write another song about basically that. Of like, yeah, come on, in solidarity. So I love you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Fucking hell. Just waiting to hear my song about fuck this shit, we're coming after you motherfuckers. That's coming. That's more of a punk rock song. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the works, but I just had to share that and just, you know what? Just stop the fucking bullshit. Just stop. Is it ever gonna stop? I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, just thought I'd share. Just, maybe it'll screw up my dating. Maybe not. I don't really care. Because I only want honesty. So, there you have it. All right, I'm going to get back on the road. Here I am.